All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's show. I hope you guys are all having a great afternoon. Obviously coming to you today with some big news, an announcement, and I was trying to figure out how I kind of wanted to share this one with you, and I thought, you know what, there's nothing better than when we just get to sit down and kind of talk one-on-one. So obviously there's a lot going on in the sprint car world. I've been developing, what my plans are moving forward into 2026, and just trying to figure out, what path is the best way to go, whether it's my own car, I've had a great time running with Tarleton, and then of course there's been a few open seats on the sprint car market. And it's crazy how in this sport things just kind of come together at the right time. So next week I've received an awesome opportunity. I'm going to fly out to Charlotte, North Carolina and run the World Finals with Buick Motorsports in the 13 car. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's coming up here obviously in a few short days, but with the bigger picture and the plan to be to follow to run High Limit in 2026 full-time out on the road. As you guys know, the charter system begins next year and Buick Motorsports has a charter, so they're planning to be full-time with the series and run each and every race, and then obviously I'm sure we'll probably run some shows outside of that, but really excited to officially be on the road. We talk about going on the road for a month with our car. Tarleton took me out to the Midwest and got to run with Shark. I've had a lot of great opportunities, but this will be my first one full-time from February 1 to November, and hopefully just get to run a lot of races, see some new tracks, been to some go to some places that I've been to before, and man, just really an incredible opportunity. And I'm excited to share with you guys. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I've wanted, I think, as a race car driver, as a kid, I think of what 5 or 6 year old Tanner would think about right now, and my progression through the sport. And I've just been so fortunate to have many great people, from partners to teams, whether it was Shark or Tarleton or my family, my car, crew chiefs that I've had, again, partners and crew guys, and I've had so many great interactions in this sport that have allowed me to get to the spot where I now am. And it takes all of that. So just feel so grateful to be in this position, and also I'm like, hey, let's get to work. I'm ready to go. Feel more ready than I've ever been. And again, all the recent opportunities and positions I've been in have gotten me to this point to, again, want to get on track and go race with the best guys in the world every single weekend. So how kind of this came together, just for you guys, I know everyone always wants the inside info. There's really not a whole lot to it. Obviously, Dayson was departing for KKR. He, had a great year in the 13. Obviously, these guys have been super fast. I competed against them in both the 21 and the 18T. So obviously that left the seat open. Tom, the owner, had reached out, a couple weeks ago, just kind of, I think, seeing what my plans were. And again, I haven't had anything set in stone. I've just been working, day after day and night after night, and you just always hope it kind of comes together. So they finished out their season. Tom got back in touch with me, literally, we talked yesterday. Talked a little bit with him and the crew chief, and it was kind of one of those things. It was almost like a Bobby Allen situation. Bobby, when I first talked with him, it was really quick and it was done, and it was all of a sudden we're going to go race together. That's kind of how it was yesterday when we all talked on the phone, and all right, let's go race. Can you make it to Charlotte? And I'm absolutely well, let's book my plane ticket. So yeah, anyway, so it was pretty quick and kind of finalized everything up in the last 24 hours. Again, too, we're kind of just rolling to Charlotte right now. The main focus is obviously on that, and we can worry about the rest of everything later. Just want to go there and work on putting together some good nights and working together as a team and getting a different, different race car. Obviously, these guys have different cars and engines than what I run with my car or anything I've done before. But again, it's all just a recipe and making it go fast. And obviously, as we have more details, I'll be sharing it with you guys, and you'll be living every moment with me as we head that way, get to race, and then head into the off season and into next year. But again, thank you to Tom Buick. He's fielded a car for a long time, so it's going to be really cool to be in a Pennsylvania. I know they're a national team, but in a Pennsylvania-based car. And a thank you to their team and partners, for welcoming me on board and having me in the seat. And then I want to really give a big shout out, first off, to my family. From day one in my racing career, obviously they have been such a big part of what I do, and I wouldn't be in this spot without them. They sacrifice so much in their lives, whether it's my sisters and my mom and dad. I also want to thank Jessica. Many of you know her, my girlfriend. She races too, and it's actually really neat. We joked, so she starts her new job in the local ICU next week, the day before I fly out for Charlotte. So I joked, I was like, what a blessing, God has given us to start 2 new jobs on the exact same week. And then all of my partners on the 18T, from from this season to the previous years and down the line from the beginning of time back in the Outlaw Kart days. There's so many to list off. I couldn't have done it without each and every one of them. And then a big thank you, Shark Racing and Tarleton Motorsports. Those have been my previous rides in the sport, and those have gotten me to here, as I said earlier. Really, like, I've been, and I mean this, I'm not just saying it, I've been so blessed to race with great people and be in awesome situations. I know not all situations in the sport end up like that, and yeah, I've just been, man, I've really been in a great position. I think that's leading me right into this next opportunity with the 13 guys. And I kind of mentioned it a second ago, all glory to God. Man, he has really, done so many amazing things in my life, and I just always want to be a light, a good light into the world of that. So, and thank you to all you great fans. You guys have been just amazing, through all the highs and the lows. I know some nights aren't always the prettiest, and some nights you feel like you're on top of the world. And I know that there's a lot of people in the sport, a lot of people to root for, so the fact that you guys root for THR and what we do, again, it's just amazing. So we look forward to keep bringing you guys along for the journey, but that's the big news. There's not really much to it. We're going to Charlotte, North Carolina next week, the dead center smack of motorsports. What a great area. We're going to get to do some racing. We'll bring you guys along for it. And excited to get with Boop Motorsports and looking ahead at the future. So thank you guys for watching. And again, as more information, more details, we'll bring it your way. We'll talk about what's kind of happening with the 18T. We'll have a schedule, have all that stuff. Again, with time, things will kind of come full circle, and we're just excited as ever and ready to get on track and chase some wins. So we'll see you in the next one. Deuces.